Hello guys, welcome to the first video on my channel. Today I will be continuing the work on a scale model of the American whale ship Essex. I started building this model before creating this YouTube channel, so at this moment I will be showing you the process of making the Mizze Mast. And in the following videos we will handle the rigging, which I will be doing for the first time, so I'm very interested how I do. Because the Essex ship is the first wooden ship that I'm building in my life. I have never been building anything from wood, and especially the wooden ship models. Anyways, while I struggle with fixing the problem with the 6mm wide stick that OcCre provided not being long enough after making first 3 masts, I would like to tell you a story about this ship, because it's very interesting, and I think many of you, of course if anyone will watch this video, might not know some of the cool facts regarding the history of this boat. At first glance, she was not a special ship. She was launched in 1799 in Nantucket. She was a small wooden and built for one purpose: long whaling voyages across an open ocean. Ships like this were common at the time, and the Essex has already completed several successful journeys before her final voyage. In August of 1819, the Essex left Nantucket on what was expected to be a routine expedition. The plan was simple: sail around Cape Horn, hunt whales in the Pacific, fill the hold with oil, and return home with a few years at sea. Nothing about this voyage suggested that it would become one of the most well-known maritime disasters in history. The ship herself was modest in size, less than 90 feet long, narrow in beam, and lightly built compared to larger whaling ships. She carried several whale boats that would be launched during hunts, and most of the real work happened far away from the ship itself, in small boats face to face with the animals they were hunting. Every detail of her construction was a compromise between strength, weight, and endurance. In November of 1820, deep in the Pacific Ocean and thousands of miles from the nearest land, everything changed. During a whale hunt, unusually large sperm whale turned back toward the ship and struck her. Not once, but twice. The bow was crushed, the hull opened, and the Essex began to sink. Within a short time, the ship had carried the crew across half of the world was gone. The crew survived the sinking, but that was only the beginning. With the Essex lost, they were forced into open whale boats with limited food, water, and navigation equipment. What followed was a long struggle against hunger, thirst, exposure. Over the next several months, most of the crew would not survive the journey. This story later became one of the inspirations for Herman Melville's Moby Dick novel, which most of you should know or at least heard of. But the real events were not fiction. They were recorded by survivors, and they show how unforgiving the ocean was during the age of sail. God damn it. The battery died. Where is my charger? Okay, I'm back. I have a charger. But for now, I have to do it manually. Yeah, it was almost 0. Okay, but we have a notch, so deepening it with a file should be easier. Okay. God damn it. Pick this one. Has to do. I have no idea if it's gonna work, but I have to try something. It should be okay. It's not going straight. It's not gonna work, guys. Unfortunately, it's not gonna work. We have to try something else. I have to cut it off. I have to cut. Or how do I? Screw this piece. It's only this one that I have to modify. But if I can drill a hole through here, make this sort of nowhere. Maybe I can insert it, glue it. Maybe it will work. Let's try. Because I don't have 6mm wide stick. I guess the thickest type of wood for masts in this ship, so we have to improvise. Sorry for that, it's my neighbor. He decided that Sunday afternoon is a perfect time to do a drilling. Motherfucker. Yeah, what can you do? It starts to be a Christmas holiday season, so what does a Polish person do on vacations? They fucking repair their house. So it's almost there, almost there. Nice, nice. I can smell potential in this idea. But we will have to try. Well, let's find a drill bit that will be similar. This one, it's almost 3, but not quite 3 millimeters in diameter. But if I use 3, I will have space for glue. Now let's find 3 millimeter drill bit. It's 2. This one. Well, it's almost 3, but I think it's the biggest one that I have that will fit into this bad boy. So yeah, we have to go with maybe we can start with something smaller so that I don't fuck up the piece. Something smaller, like maybe this one to make a guide hole. That's right. Oh, this is perfect. This is the center. Let's drill a little. It's in the center. A bit more. Perfect. That's center. That's what we want. That's what we want. I like it. Now let's go with the bigger one. Yeah, it's perfect. I should have done this by hand from the beginning. Stuff the hole with wood chips. When you drill with the hand drill bit, you sometimes have to pull it out to let the wood chips go, because it doesn't work perfectly by itself. Okay, should be good. Now let's use the biggest one and we will try to fit it. I hope it works, because if not, I really don't have an idea. It's gonna take ages. It's gonna take ages. Okay, let's try once more with this one. If it doesn't, I would have to drill it by hand. There's no way around it, but let's hope for the best. First, this one first. Now you screw tight and let's go. The drill bit is dull as hell. It's burning the wood instead of drilling for it. I have to find a better drill bit. Okay, not that one. Maybe let's try you. The end looked better. The worst thing is it's not really for the drilling in wood, and the smaller ones do the job quite well, but the bigger ones don't. Okay, last try with you, and if not, I'm gonna look for a drill bit from another set. Maybe it's gonna do a better job, but not that optimistic anymore. I'm honest, I'm not that optimistic anymore. Okay, this one cuts. Not in the best way, but it cuts. And the mini grinder is almost out of energy because it didn't have time to charge. More. But we can try test fitting it. Let's see. Yeah, not that much, and yeah, it's almost perfect. A little bit of sanding after the glue up, and I think we are home, guys. We are home. So it was like 3 millimeters. Yeah, it's really out of energy. didn't expect that I would have to go this length on building the last mast, because we are building Mizze Mast, the one on the back. And, you have to do what you have to do, you know. The OcCre provided me with not long enough parts of the 6mm wide stick. I have to do a little bit of creative modeling. Let's make this flat. Okie dokie. I think we've got it. Let's now test fit it. Perfect. Look at that. It's perfect. So let's glue this up. Where do I have my glue? I will be using the regular wood glue. I have the Polish brand one, but it's pretty much the same everywhere else. So glue is just a glue. The white carpenter's glue, of course. We are not using acrylic CA over there because we would not be able to stain this properly after. Yeah, we have to glue it because I will be sanding it. We probably would have a mark there, but if I done this correctly, the joint will be in a place where we paint this white anyways. So the acrylic sapelli dye won't be needed there, so I think everything should be fine. Yeah, perfect. Let's put you away. Let's connect you back because you are dying. Here we go. This fell. And this one. So we are not gonna need this probably, but let's leave it in case. Now we need some piece of foil or paper to put the glue onto, because we do not want to mess up the desk. This is like for painting the palette. That's just one use. I rip it up and pour any paint that I need. Okay, this would be more than enough. Let's put you away, and we need to use something to put the glue inside here. Perfect. I can wipe it by hand because it's not toxic to the skin if you don't let it dry. Some old paintbrush now. And let's cover this piece with the glue. Let's put more than enough, so it will not break on us. And loop. Perfect. Now some paper to wipe the excess off. Much, and we will have to find a way to make it tight. I think I would use this one first to make it straight and to make it tight. So let's clamp it down. It has a little bit of a slot there, so I think it can keep it straight, or at least straight enough. But if it would be straight, it would be definitely better. Maybe. Shame on me that I don't have anything better to clamp it with. What can you do? Nothing, I guess. I will have to leave it like that, but I still didn't wipe the additional excess off. It's pretty straight. Well, even the trees in the forest aren't perfectly straight, so let's not be make this better than it should be. A little bit of realism didn't hurt anyone. Okay, and that would be all for today, because we have to wait for it to glue. I don't want to move anything around, and also it's the first video that I made for this channel, so I have to play a little with the montage, because I'm not the best at it. Not the best. The last time I ever put a video together was like 8 years ago on a different channel, but I was just a child back then. So yeah. See you next time. Bye.